Today we're going to talk about another way to find a common denominator for fractions. So we used arrays, and that basically is just multiplying the two denominators, and you could see that as we kept trying them, that's essentially what you were doing. You were multiplying the denominators to get a common denominator. The thing is, as your fractions get larger, that's going to make it a lot more cumbersome to simplify your final answer. So we're going to talk about today another strategy called finding common denominators. So you need to go ahead and, using multiples. So you need to go ahead and get your interactive notebook and pause the video and get ready to make an anchor chart. Okay, at the top, you're going to label it finding a common denominator. There's an I. I lost my I somehow. Dina, I can't get it back. There it is. Finding common denominators. Okay. Step 1 is to list multiples of both denominators. Step 2, you're going to circle the first multiple that both numbers have in common, or the least. We call it the LCM, the least common multiple. LCM, least common multiple that they have in common. All right? This number is your LCD, or your least common denominator. Okay, so for example, 2/9 and 5/6. You would list the factors of both. So I'm looking at the denominators, right? That's what we're trying to find a common denominator for, and I'm going to list the multiples of 9. And guys, if you need to look at your anchor or your multiplication chart in your interactive notebook, please do so. So it goes 9, 18. Ooh, I'm going to space those out a little better, okay? In fact, I think I'll trade colors off so you can see. It's really hard to be precise on an iPad. All right, we have 9, 18, 27, and that's all I'm gonna go to right now, because I may not need to go too far out. Let's see. For 6, I have, remember, I'm only alternating colors to make it neat, not that they're common. All right, so 6, 12, so far we don't have anything in common. 18, oh, I can be done now. 18, they both have in common. There's nothing lower than that. So 18 would be our least common denominator. Did you catch that? All right, so we're going to find step 3, find equivalent fractions. With the LCD, which is 18, your least common denominator. So now we look at what we multiplied by 9 to get 18. And as you can see, this is times 1, this is times 2, this is times 3, this is times 4. And on your video, he put it in a chart, like an input-output chart looking chart. And I think that works great. Do whatever is most comfortable for you. Here we had times 1, times 2, times 3. All right, so we have 2/9, and then we have 5/6. And what we did was we multiplied by 2 to get 18, right? And so we do the same to the 2. What we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator. All right? Here, for the 6, we multiplied by 3 to get 18. So we're going to do that here. And we have to, what we do to the denominator, we have to do the numerator, because we can't change the value. We have to keep the value the same. So that changes 2/9 to 4/18 and 5/6 to 15/18. And can't you see how that's way more manageable once you go to add or subtract or whatever it is that you're doing than if you multiplied 9 times 6 and had a really, really large denominator. Your first color is green.